Hey, what's going on? It's the Royal Sergeant Andy, and I wanted to tell you guys a little story about this one time when I was about 20 years old and I was walking to work. Now, mind you, driving, it was probably about a 30-minute drive, but one day I didn't have a ride to work and I didn't know what I was going to do. So I was like, you know what? If I don't have a ride to work, I have to walk. That walk itself was a 4-hour walk. I'm walking from city to city. And I woke up one day about 5 hours early after getting about maybe like 4 hours of sleep. So I woke up, I started walking. 4 hours of walk. Not one person that I knew drove by. I didn't know their cars or anything. So I couldn't tell if anybody knew me was driving by. I finally make it to work. I'm tired already after walking for 4 hours just to get to work. And I walk through the door. My boss is like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I've been better." And he pulled me to the side. He was like, "Something looks wrong. Are you okay?" And I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine. I just walked 4 hours to get here." And he looked at me and he was like, "Why the fuck didn't you call me?" And I was like, "Chef, I'm not going to call you to come pick me up. Are you crazy? You would have to leave work after coming from New York to come over here to pick me up. You would have to drive 35 minutes more than your hour or more drive from New York to go pick me up. You're crazy. No, I'm not going to call you to get a ride." He said, "I could have found someone else to get you a ride." And I said, No. You're not going to take someone from work to go pick me up and give me a ride home." And he looked at me and he was like, "Damn, okay." And he kind of just like brushed it off and he was like, "Well, let's get to work. We got this, we got that." And we were busy. We had like 5 banquet events and a la carte was busy. We had probably 100 reservations for a la carte. Mind you, just because it says 100 doesn't mean it's 100 tables. It can mean 100 people. But when they say reservations, 100 reservations is 100 tables. We don't know how big the tables are. Anyway, banquet and a la carte was super busy. On top of that, I'm working the hotline as an entremet in the a la carte kitchen, and the banquet kitchen is using the vegetarian dish from the a la carte menu. So I had to make the vegetarian dishes and the vegan dishes for the banquet events. So, as busy as I was with tickets from the a la carte dining room, I also had to make the vegetarian and vegan orders for the banquet kitchen downstairs for the parties that were happening back to back. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but it was a private country club. Beautiful. I would love to go back and work there as long as I was working under the same people. And I have to tell you, that was the longest day of my life. Like, I woke up early, walked 4 hours to work, stood at work for like 18 hours in that one day, and then came home to only fall asleep for about five and a half to 6 hours. So 5 to 6 hours to go back to work the next day and do all the prep for the next week. I cannot tell you that this was easy. It was the worst time of my life, but it was fun in a way because I drowned myself in work and I dedicated myself so hard to the culinary background that I said, screw it. I don't care how hard or how long I have to be here. This is something I want to do. And I will never give up the 5 years that I worked at this country club because I worked under some great people, some great chefs, a great sous chef. I have to tell you, a great sous chef. And to all the people on my left and my right who were working those lines with me and working the banquet kitchen with me, back and forth, up the elevator, down the stairs, everything all around the corner or all around the country club, down to the tennis courts, down to the pool, and back up to the main building, I have to say, it was the greatest time ever. Greatest time ever. And I truly miss that kitchen life. And I really want to go back because that was such a great time in my life. And I sit here and think about those fond memories. And as I sit here right now in my room making this video, I don't think I've ever been happier than when I was in that kitchen. And one day I'll get to see these people again, and when I do, the amount of love that we have for each other, they're definitely going to get a huge hug from me, because I love every single one of them, because they were all amazing people and they were all there for me when I needed it. So with that being said, it doesn't matter how hard you work, as long as you love it, keep going forward. Just keep going forward, because in the end, all that hard work would pay off. I love you guys. And thanks for listening to me rant for a little bit about one little memory I just had.